Alright, so I did this question before, but I wasn't able to do it on my own, so I'll be trying to do this top k frequent elements question 347 on my own after I understood the logic a bit and got to know what's actually happening in the question. So basic thought process is, first of all, to create hash map wherein obviously if it's talking about the frequent element, so I'll be having the element with the frequency of its own, and then create a list but of an integer type so that I can have like elements and the frequencies bundled up together. So like for example at index 0, that's basically or at index 1, we can have the elements who are appearing once. So for that purpose we can have a list. So let's start with the hash map. So creating a hash map, integer type, both the places will have integer value, and then we'll call it frequency map, which is new hash map. Yep. So we have the hash map. Now we'll be creating the list, array list, integer type, obviously, calling it as answer, and then we'll have a length of it. So we can have the length as nums dot length plus 1. Yep. The reason we are going for the nums dot length plus 1 is, for example, if the array is having an element, for example 6, so if 6 appears 6 times, so yeah, I mean 6 is appearing 6 times, but the actual array is of like obviously of length 5, because it's like 1 2, like if 6 is appearing 6 times, so if we see starting from 0 0 1 2 3 4 5, indexing goes till 5, but obviously yeah, we don't need that. We need something out of it. We need the indexing to be till 6, have an extra space. So yeah, so array list, answer array list. Let me be clear with the plus 1 thing on paper. So if we are having 6 6 6 6 and 6, all right, 2 3 4 5, like suppose we are having 6 5 times, and we need to give out, if suppose k is 1, all right, so now we need tell that one element that appears again and again, so that will be 6 only, and the thing is, like, how many times is it appearing? So we need to store that. So 6 is appearing 5 times, so we need an array which is having like for example, which is having like int frequency of like if 6 is appearing 5 times, so our frequency has to be 5. That's the thing. So frequency is like 5. So yeah, I mean if 6 is appearing 5 times, then the array that we are creating, the list one, so that's the reason we are having a list type of an array, because wait, correction here, yeah, we need this to be array type. So yeah, so the reason we are having it is in the list format is just because we need to have it we need to have it not stagnant, but the one that can be changed, the length can be changed and everything, because obviously, so if we are having 6 appearing 5 times and k is 1, then we'll have to be returning obviously 6 but then we'll have to store it. Alright, we'll have to store it so that we return if, like for example, in the answer array, we have frequency as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, so what if at 5, like now we are having 5 elements. Yeah, so now 6 is appearing 5 times, so we at 5 we put 6. Alright, so now the length of the answer array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and the initial nums array had the length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the point. So we'll have to have nums dot length plus 1, because initially 6 is appearing 5 times. So the initial nums array, which is having 5 6s, was having the initial length of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, but to put the, like we need to know that array starts with 0 indexing. So when we point down all the indexes as frequencies, so we'll note that obviously we can't be having the array list or the array equal to nums dot length, because we are having our nums as 5, but the 0 indexing has to be taken care of, because in case of answer we are having the indexes as frequencies. So 0 index means appeared 0 time, first index means appeared once, second index means appeared twice, and third index means appeared thrice. So 4 times and 5 times. So in order to have the fifth index, we'll be having the array as one length ahead, so 6 elements in order to get the fifth index. So that's the whole thing about why we are having nums dot length plus 1. So moving further, now we have the hash map and we have our array list. So what we can do is we can have a for loop for each loop, or enhanced for loop, in which we can have int n that can int n, which will be from nums array. So what this n is going to do is, like, we'll iterate through the nums array, we'll take out each and every element, and then we'll put that into the hash map with frequency, because we have 2 integer values in the hash map. So we'll be having the element and its frequency both in integer ways. So we'll do frequency map dot add. Now what we are going to add is, first of all, n, yeah, and then to get the frequency map dot get or if default n, keeping the default as 0, getting it plus 1. So now what this line is doing is, it's basically that frequency map dot add. So we are adding n, and like in frequency map we are adding the key and its value. So yeah, adding n, that's the element. So for example, it's 6. So yeah, we are adding 6 into it, and then for the next, it's like its value, we are getting a frequency map dot get or default, that is n, 0 plus 1. So we'll get the, like, so what does get do is basically, like, suppose I'm having a map in which I'll show it right here only. So like, for example, I have a hash map in which I'm having something like, for example basis, 6 and this 2. So basically this 6 is my key and this 2 is my value. So yeah, for example, if I do get 6, if I suppose, if we call this as something as result, just for the example basis, if we call this as result, and if I do get result. Yeah, result dot get, assume that that's an hash map. So if we do result dot get, I'll be getting 2. Yeah, result dot get 6. Yeah, so I'll be getting 2. So that's what we're doing above. So if result is having some value, we will be getting that value, and then we'll be adding, like for example, if we come towards first 6, so we'll add it. So now the n becomes 6, but is it having any sort of value? So that will be taken care by frequency map dot get or default. So if it's having any value, that means it has been appeared. So it had appeared earlier, so we'll be adding 1 to it. If it's not having any value, that means obviously it's 0, so we'll be adding 1 to it. So now that means it has appeared once. So that is the basic idea behind it. Don't mind this stupid example, just for the understanding basis. So yeah, so now we have our hash map has been sorted. So now what we need to focus next is upon the key part. So the key is this n, yeah, and yeah, that's the value. This whole thing is the value part. So now we need to focus on the key part. So like int key out of, we need to get all of the keys of the map. So I guess the command is frequency map dot key set. Is that the command? Let's check. How to get all of the keys of the map in Java. Key set. Alright, so it's key set, string key in keys. So yeah, I used the right thing. So yeah, frequency map dot key set. Wait, yep. Now frequency map dot key set, and now we'll have int frequency. That will be the value of that key. So in order to get that value of that key, I can just simply do the get thing. Yeah, so I have the key, so I can do frequency map dot get key. Yeah, I guess that works. If I have the key, so out of all the keys, I'm taking the key, getting its value by dot get. So what's gonna happen is, now I'll have the value of it, and that value is basically the number of times that element appeared. So when I have that value, what I can do is I can simply add it to the answer array. I mean, I need to look up about where I put it. I just can't bluntly add it. I'll need to see if I can add it at a particular index. So what should I be doing for that? So till now I have the key, I have its value, so that is the number of times it appeared. So that loop, that for loop, after it's done, I'll be having 6 appearing 5 times. Yeah, so I need to put that at index, that's 5. So I have my nums dot length, as 5, as 6, my bad. I have it as 6. I need to put that at index 5. So I have the frequency with me. All I need to do is I need to add that answer dot add. How do I add a particular index? Int frequency frequency map dot get. So I need to add at the moment. So answer dot add. I know I'll be putting like key over here. Yeah. Wait. I guess it's like answer. Wait. Answer frequency. Answer frequency equals to answer dot add key. So like answers if 6 is appearing 5 times, so frequency is 5. So answer's 5th element is going to be answer dot add key. Yeah, I guess we figured that out. So yeah, answer dot add key. Is it right? Is it? Let's see what happens. So now we added answer dot add, like answer dot add key, and then yeah, what else? What else needs to be done? I guess it's time for another for loop. Nope, I don't think so. So what else can be done then? I mean, till now what we have figured out is that my part with hash map is done. Now I need to focus on the answer one, the answer array. That's a list type. So at the moment in answer I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. At 5 I have 6. At 5 I have my 6. Alright, so yeah, all I need to do at the moment is have a if, I guess. If nah, I don't need an if. I need to have something else, like another array or something, because in answer I have added all those things that were needed. Answer frequency equals to answer or add key. What else can be done? We need to return something, and that is the array type. Yeah, so we can iterate an answer. Alright, we can iterate in the answer and add all those elements. Nah, I mean, let's try. Like we have all those elements in the answer, fifth we have the element. I'm repeating that again and again, but that's all I know at the moment. So at fifth index we have that element. Yeah, so now what we need to do is we have to return the elements that are repeating. So like for example, if my k is 2, yeah, so let's have a bucket for our example 1. Alright, so if nums goes like 1 1 1 and then 2 2 and 3, yeah, k is given as 2, we need to return 2 most frequent elements. So if we have our answer which is 0 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6, it's gonna be index 7. Yeah, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, so length 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so yeah, of length 7. Alright, so at like at 3, third index, yes, we'll have 1, and at 2 we'll have 2, and at 1 we'll have 3. So 3 is appearing once, 2 is appearing twice, and 1 is appearing thrice. So now what we need to do is we need to return the most frequent ones. So k is 2, so we need to return the most frequent ones that are being repeated. So that is 1 and 2. So how do we do that? So that's the question, how do we do that? For that, I guess we can have a for loop. Alright, let's try to have a for loop for it. So for that we can have a for loop in which we'll start with the last element. Yeah, wait, I guess creating a list that we have already done, the thing is that my places 4 and 5 and 6 are going in waste. Alright, these spaces are getting wasted. So what can be done is that we can have all these things into my new array, I feel like, because why to iterate over 4 5 and 6 when they are not being used? So I can have an array, or what can I have? Alright, let's have another list, because I don't think so. Yeah, because I need to add the elements, so I need to have a list, I guess. So array list, obviously in user type, let's call it top k. Yeah, all the top k elements. Let's have it how do I make sure that it's not having unnecessary space? Let's just create it. Yeah, new array list, yeah, thank you. So top k dot add all. So add all is gonna make sure that I only get the elements, nothing else. Add all answer. Yeah, so for so now let's obviously, so now I'll be having the most, like adding all of them. So I feel like I'll be adding all of the elements, uh, is add all gonna add in a order? Alright, so and I'll do add all. So I guess in the cases wait, let me handle the wait. So if it's like if the array is having elements like 1 1 1 1 1 multiple times, so they are appearing like 5 to 6 times depending on the number of times they're appearing. So yeah, we'll start from the end. If the array is having elements like 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we can return any of them. So the thing is that yeah, starting from the end makes more sense, because starting from the first isn't needed. The reason being, I mean, obviously, like if we are starting from the first, in this case, we'll be easily able to get 1 2 and 3. I mean, yeah. Wait, how do I figure out what? I mean, if I do like top k or add all answer, and I'm adding. Nah, I guess I'm stuck at this point, because when I do top k dot add all answer, I'm adding the elements on the index. So at this moment, I don't know. Let's do one thing. Let's remove this. We have our top k thing going on. Yeah. What we'll be doing is we can start from the last. Alright, we can start from the last for int I equals 0. Nope, equals answer dot length minus 1. Yeah, we can go till the start, that is this time I is greater than equal to 0. Yeah, we can have I minus minus. One more thing that I just noticed, it obviously makes sense to start from the last, because indexing is like 0 1 2 3 4 5. We need the most frequent ones, so the most frequent ones are always going to be on the last. Basics, my bad, I didn't get that earlier. I was just talking about one case, but it makes sense for all the cases, because the most frequent element, if it's even 1 or if it's even 2, it's gonna be from the right hand side. So we need to come from right to left, not from left to right. So yeah, so we're gonna come from right to left. So starting from the last, I greater than 0. Yeah, but we need only 2 elements in first example, so we can have a case wherein till the time I mean, this will add everything. 1, 2, 3. What I need is that it goes from the last, it adds only 2 elements, it stops. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna go at index 6. It's gonna be like no element. At 5, obviously no element. 4, no element. At 3 we have 1. It's gonna add it. At 2 alright, so we can have top k to have length of, how to assign length to an array list? How to assign length or size to an array list? In Java you cannot directly assign array list. Instead, alright, so I mean, fuck it, we don't have an array list. All we have is, wait, can I do that? Yeah, we can do that. I mean, obviously, let's have the array list. Case 2. So till the time k is top k has to be stopped at 2. So till the time I is greater than 0, it's gonna run. We can have an and top k dot size is k. Is that gonna work? If answer, we'll start from the right, go to the left. We know where to start. We know what to do. Minus minus. We now just have to figure out when to do. So yeah, if top k dot size comes equal to k, that's it. Maybe it's gonna work. Top k dot add I. How about that? Yeah. Let's verify it. Does this make sense? Almost. Syntax top k dot size for comparison. Yeah, I figured that one. uh, is less than k. Fair enough, fair enough. So if it's k is 2, the size is going to be like, yeah, 1. That's like 0 and 1, so purpose fulfilled. So we have 2 elements, and that's what we need. So we added I in top k. So now all we have to do is uh, now we need to return it into the int format. So how do I convert this to an like an array? I have the array list with me. To convert array list to an array, what has to be done? Something like return top k dot I don't remember that, stream dot map into or something, map I map to map in how to, I don't remember this, so how to convert new keyboard, a lot of typos obviously. How to convert list to array. Yeah, map to int to array. So map to int dot to array. Is it right? List dot stream top k dot stream map to int I to I to array. How about this? Let's run this. Yeah, fair enough. Line 4. Cannot find symbol. What? Wait. List maybe. Fair enough. I forgot. Yeah, that was my bad. Basic error. Yeah, I'm using maps, not set, so it's put, not add. Wait, answer is a list. Answer can have add. Nope. Symbol. Okay. So whatever it's getting out of it, it's an integer, so it's not possible. So what to do about that then? A variable answer of type list integer. Wait, method add int. Oh, I mean, isn't the key integer as in not int? Because obviously, but in for loop it's int key, so that's the thing. I don't think so anything else is gonna work here. Yeah, obviously, whatever it is, it's int and integer, it's not gonna work. Int frequency, int key, blah blah blah. We have frequency figured out. Alright, we need to add the key. This won't work, but wait, let me just get add here. Yeah. Lol. Yeah. What? Variable add. That's the issue. What else do you need? Oh my goodness, I changed the wrong thing. It's answer. It's add. Okay. Add integer. Variable answer of type list. So what are you saying? I can't add integer into the list. Makes no sense. Is it that I can't add an int answer is being used both as an array and as a list. True. Answer frequency implies is an array. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Answer and implies array is a list. Fair enough. Contradicting. Alright. Return value of add returns boolean, not value you added. So no sense for a list. Okay. Okay. Understood. Can I have indexing done to the list? Like, or int frequency, answers frequency can be key. Aha. That's an int. Key is an int. Yeah. Int cannot be converted to list integer. answer. Now it's all int. This code works if answer is int array already initialized. Answer frequency or add key. If that could be done, I don't know about that. But add key. So at answers frequency at 0, we need to add key. Is this gonna work? See, I don't know about this. If it's, I didn't even think of this. Nah. At line 12. What? Wait. Why error here? See, I need to use this because I don't need. I mean, I don't know what's the error and what I need to do next. So yeah, I need to learn side by side. So we're very close, but the error happens because you're trying to call or add on an initialized list. Possible null pointer exception. Alright, so fix initialize each list and the answer array before using it. Initialize. Wait. So it needs me to. Ooh, I can have a check right here. Yeah. Yeah, I can have a check right here. Like for example, let's remove this. I have int frequency with me, that's sorted. I have the frequency sorted. So if answer q u y. Nah. How do I check if it's null? If answers frequency I can't put key in it, that's for sure. Can I? I mean, all these things are frequencies, all these indexing in the answer. So yeah, it works, I guess. If answer frequency is null, nah, it's not equal to null. If it's not equal to null, we can simply add, yeah, answer frequency dot add key. So if the frequency is not null, I mean they all will be null, but initially, yeah, but they all will be null initially. So we can't do that. Can we? Let's see. I need an else for it. Yeah. Oh, wait. I didn't put that. Yeah. Gave 6 and 5. Why? Why? Uh-huh. Let's look at the solution now. I guess I've been recording for 2 minutes. So, yeah. Step works, done. Done. If bucket frequency equals to null, I had to take it as equal to null, which it will be, obviously, because initially they are null. So we'll have a new list. Yep. So if it is null, yeah, if this thing is null, if it's null, then what we'll do is we'll create. Oh, why can't we have this? Alright, first of all, let's create. We'll have add a list, teaser. What did he name it? Nah, alright. So if bucket frequency is null, we'll have bucket frequency equals to new array list. Oh. We'll have, yeah. On that index, we'll have an array list. Answer frequency. Array list. Let's see if I can add it inside the if. Nope, I can't. First of all, I need to create all the. Let's see if my logic is right. My logic says I need to create all the lists first if it's null, and then I'll add. So I'll have to do that outside, because if I do it inside if, then we create it with add, and that's it. I mean, let's see. Why do I have to put the add thing outside if? If answer frequency is already initialized. It's already initialized, like if answer frequency is already initialized, so at that, oh, okay, so if at that, suppose I have a 6 at index 5, I have a 6 at index 5, I made a list and I have a 6 over it in it, I mean, so yeah, I'll explain the problem better. You're trying to group keys and I'm using the frequency, so using an arrow list. Yep. Then for each key you do this. The block only adds key to answer if this is null. Ooh, yeah, makes sense. Okay, there. Let's have it outside. Alright, so answer frequency dot add key, and then yeah, I guess it's pretty much fine. Let's run this. Oh, this one. Top k dot add. Wait, what do I have to add? Yeah, top k is the new one. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the null thing, because C is null, so whatever the C was, I don't know. So to handle the null thing, we have top k. So in top k is a int I starts from answer, so answer is having null things in it. Yeah, answer is having null things in it. At index 6, 5 and 4 it's null. At 3, 2 and 1 it's having elements. So if answer I not equal null, top k dot add all. So now we need the elements. So if at index 5 it's having all the elements, so we need to add all the elements. So we use add all for the elements. Else it will be adding an integer in an integer, in a list in an integer, in an array. It will be adding the array inside of a list. We don't need that. So yeah, top k dot add all, answer I. So at answers I, whatever it is, at answers I, we have a list in which we have elements, multiple elements. 5 is appearing 6 times, so whatever, 6 is appearing 5 times. At index 5 then we have 6, so appearing 5 times in form of a list. At that index we have a list in which multiple elements are there, so we need to add all the elements only. So we use add all, we add the answers I, that is the list basically. This thing is a list. We're adding the list, but using add all, only the elements are going to be considered. Yeah. So yeah, top k dot add all, answer I, and then yeah, I guess we're golden. It's gonna work. Yup. Let's see all the cases. Yep, accepted. So that's for this question. Although, yeah, didn't do it all by myself, but did learn. So